Hi everyone, welcome back to Linger Longer with Books. My name's Catherine, and in this week's video I'm going to take you along with me to a library book sale. I've got my tote bag at the ready, I've got a coffee to go. So the library that we're heading to today, or that I am, you're coming along with me, is Bitton Library, which is a relatively local library to me. I saw on Facebook a few days ago that they were starting today, which is Saturday when I've started filming this video. They kind of have a regular book sale, but this is their autumn book sale to raise funds for the library garden, which I thought is a really nice cause to support. And hopefully I will be able to spot some great books and maybe bring one or two home. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get on the road and I shall catch up with you in a little bit. It's now a few hours later, I'm back home from the library, and I just thought that I would hop on here after you've seen some of the footage to show you the books that I came home with. So I've come away with a mixture of bought books and library loans because I had a look around while I was in the library as well. So let's go through them. First up are the two books that I bought. I did quite well. I was quite strict with myself in my head of not sort of buying loads that probably were on my radar, but sort of not kind of top of my radar or priority reads or priority picks for me. Sort of in my mind, I had sort of book series that I'm collecting, authors that I'm keen to read or read more of. So without further ado, the first one that I spotted, and those of you who've been following my, sorry, itchy eyelid, who have been following my videos sort of fairly recently, I have been mentioning, as well as over on my Instagram, that I'm keen to collect or pick up a Stephen King. Stephen King is an author that I've never read before, and I'm keen to change that basically. And I feel like with autumn just around the corner and winter, it's probably a good time to try to dip in to his stories. It wasn't until I was looking him up on Goodreads and the internet that I appreciated just how many novels he's published. An incredible amount. But anyway, this book caught my eye, and that is a collection of Stephen King's stories. You can see the silver shimmer in the light there. This collection contains The Shining, Salem's Lot and Carrie. What I should have probably said, and you might have spotted from the footage for those of you who are kind of keenly eyed, is that the library sale had a mixture of library books sort of previous copies the library has loaned to people, as well as books that have been donated to support the library's book sale. So this looks like it was privately owned before. And yeah, I love the colour, I love the purple, I love the sinister cover. It's kind of got bolts of lightning through it. This is an old copy given how young Stephen looks on the back, but it's in great condition. I love that I could maybe dip into any of these 3 stories and see which one grabs me. This was published, I'm going to say the 80s. This edition first published in Great Britain in 1987. So, okay, that's but it's in great condition. It's a little bit yellowed, but we don't mind that. And when I did sort of open it at a random page when I was in the library, but the font is quite small, which was more common in the 80s, I would say, than nowadays with the sort of range of fonts and size of fonts available and just how books are published. So yeah, I was chuffed to find this one. I scooped it up. It cost me the grand total of £1. So yeah, I'm really pleased to now own this. It says Stephen King is the world's best-selling horror writer. I mean, still is, arguably. Many of whose macabre modern classics, including the 3 in this volume, have been turned into major films and TV series. So The Shining, that is a hugely well-known film with Jack Nicholson featured in it. Salem's Lot, small Maine town of clapboard houses and tree-lined streets, there lurks a terrible secret. Think I might head for that one. I think first of these 3. And then Carrie, teased and humiliated by her classmates, repressed and attacked by her fanatical mother, Carrie White is driven to use dreadful powers that devastate a quiet New England town. So yeah, really happy to get hold of that one. I'm just going to pop that down while I show you my next. The next is a paperback. This cost me a grand total of 50p. It is Welcome to the Nightmare Summer Holiday, and this is by Celia Fremlin. I do own, I don't know if I can see it here. Yeah, I do. Bear with me a second. I do own, oh, it's the same one. Okay, I'm going to be donating this. I thought it was the next one in this series. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I just picked up a 2nd edition in brilliant in brilliant condition. It's a paperback. Spine isn't split. I will be giving this onto someone else. I just thought it was that I didn't have this one. It is. It's the same one, isn't it? Okay, no problem. Let me know out there if you've done that before. You can tell that I don't rehearse these videos, can't you? So this book, if you're not familiar with what it's about, it is about, it says, the holidays have begun in a seaside caravan resort. Isabel and her sister Meg build sandcastles with the children, navigate deck chair politics, explore the pier's delights, gorge on ice cream in the sun. But their half-sister Mildred has returned to a nearby coastal cottage where her husband, the mysterious Uncle Paul, was arrested for the attempted murder of his first wife. Now on his release from prison is Uncle Paul returning for revenge, seeking who betrayed him, uncovering the family skeletons? Or are all 3 women letting their nerves get the better of them? Though who really is Meg's new lover, and whose are those footsteps? Okay, this is published by Faber. Celia Fremlin was a writer who lived from 1914 to 2009. So yeah, I feel like whichever copy of these I actually keep and then pass on to family, friends, or a little free library, I think this will be a summertime read, given the setting, given the summertime yellow and orange kind of vibes there. So yeah, I'm chuffed. Doesn't matter, I'm still really pleased with those 2 that I got today. £1.50 total, absolute bargain. And then the other thing that I did pick up, which is book related but not strictly a book, you will have seen from footage there was some snaps of jigsaw puzzles that were on sale too. So I spotted this one. And this is called The Bizarre Bookshop. So I don't know if you can see this very well. I'll cover my face gladly for a few seconds to show you this. But I just thought this would be really fun to do. My mum loves jigsaw puzzles. My sister likes doing them as well. This is sellotaped up, so I can't open it. But it's got all sorts of book covers on it, so it looks like a really lovely kind of charming jigsaw to do. I fully appreciate the colour kind of coordination of each section. There are lots and lots of titles there that I recognise, but they have got a quirky twist to them. So it says Lord of the Pies, for example, Lady Chatterley's Rover, let's have a look, Gone with the Wine, 2000 Leaks Under the Sea. So yeah, this should be really enjoyable. It's 1,000 pieces. I feel like this is, again, an autumn winter kind of activity to enjoy. And that was just 50p. And cross your fingers and cross all your toes that there are 1,000 pieces in it, because I don't think I would feel that great if I did the puzzle, got to the end and there was like a piece missing. That would be incredibly frustrating. Anyway, there we go. So those are the items that I bought. Grand total of £2. For those of you who have got very basic maths like I have, £2, really happy. The other books that I was going to show you are the 3 books that I borrowed from the library this time. I think it's really great to have such lovely libraries all around me. So I'm a member of several different, like my county library in the region that I live, as well as a sort of local city library version. Anyway, the 3 that I picked up, first one I spotted on the shelves, I sort of gravitated towards the graphic novels and the horror section, almost. Well, not almost, I did. I think that's kind of how it was labelled up, that's what I mean. The first up is The Witch in the Well by Camilla Bruce. You can absolutely tell, can't you, that I am fully getting my brain engaged in autumn and winter reading kind of vibes. I love Camilla Bruce. I have several of her books. You might be able to see Triflers Need Not Apply behind me. That is a great book that I have featured on my channel and I recommend regularly. But this book is paperback, obviously, and let me just get it so I can see what it says. So school teacher Catherine Evans has dedicated herself to writing the definitive account of how Elspeth Clark drowned. Some locals don't want the past raked up, but she is determined to shine the light upon that shameful event. Because Elspeth was an innocent, shunned by rumour mongers and ill wishers, someone has to speak up for her, and who better than Catherine, who has also suffered the sting and hurt of such whisperings. I won't go on any further than that, but I thought I would just grab this. It hadn't been on my radar to read soon or for the coming month of September, but I feel like I should get to it because it was kind of right in front of me. I did walk away from it. I thought, no, just carry on with your TBR. But saying that, when I walked away, I then spotted a book that it's been on my radar for ages. I've been trying to track it down in libraries, not so much charity shops because it is fairly recently published, but it was on the end of a display. I'll try and insert a photo of said display, and that is Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe. And this is, it's a T for teens, so that's why when I said the sort of the graphic novels and the YA section, this book is, let's have a look, 17-year-old Lily Hugh can't remember exactly when the question took root, but the answer was in full bloom the moment she and Kathleen Miller walked under the flashing neon sign of a lesbian bar called the Telegraph Club. America in 1954 is not a safe place for 2 girls to fall in love, especially not in Chinatown. Red Scare paranoia threatens everyone, including Chinese Americans like Lily. With deportation looming over her father, despite his hard-won citizenship, Lily and Kath risk everything to let their love see the light of day. That sounds fab. Just really struck me that 1950s America, fiction, love the sound of that. Just girl and girl kind of relationship at that time, the historical kind of context and difficulties of sort of same-sex relationships, and yeah, I'm just so fascinated by this period of history and how this might turn out for Kath and Lily. So grabbed that one, then I went back to the shelves and picked that one up because I thought, if I'm going to borrow one, I might as well borrow two. Anyone's maths like that as well? Book maths. And then the other one that I again had picked up this one, these two were in my hand, and then I spotted a Grady Hendrix kind of run of books. Again, I'll try and insert the photo of that one, but this is one of the Grady Hendrix books that I haven't yet read, and that is How to Sell a Haunted House. I saw Grady speak earlier this year in Bath in Somerset here in England. He was packed full of energy, quirky, brilliant, kind of really captivating as a speaker. He was talking about his latest book. Can I reach it through my chair? Oh. No, I can't. No, that one's fallen. That's fine. Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. That's the book that he was talking about there. Highly recommend this for autumn winter reads. Absolutely gripping, set in America in the 1970s, I believe. All about girls who were cast out of their family units at all sorts of different ages because they were pregnant, and this explores all of the circumstances around that, kind of all the witchy spiritual aspects at that time as well. So anyway, that's a great one. I'm just going to pick this one back up off the floor. How to Sell a Haunted House. This one is all about when Louise, it's like red on black. That's not easy for me to see. When Louise finds out her parents have died, she dreads going home. She doesn't want to leave her daughter with her ex and fly to Charleston. She doesn't want to deal with her family home, stuffed to the rafters with the remnants of her father's academic career and her mother's lifelong obsession with puppets and dolls. Puppets and dolls. She doesn't want to learn how to live without the two people who knew and loved her best in the world. I won't go on any further than that. But again, I thought I'll grab that one. Why not? It's a library copy. It's free to me in my head. So that's why I ended up with these three books today. All very dark vibes going on, aren't there, in all of those, for various different kind of themes and topics being explored. So yeah, these three might have to cram onto my September TBR, just because I'm on a clock with returning them. I have a month to read them, so we shall see. Keep watching. But anyway, yeah, those are, I'll take out my copy of that book, but these are the 5 books that I came away with today. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of these, especially the Stephen King ones. Which of those 3 stories in the volume would you go to first? My gut is telling me Salem's Lot, and that might be an October read for me. And again, have you read any of these 3? Anything that stood out in particular, if you have, about them? If you have. You can tell I need some more caffeine, can't you? I've got a lemon and ginger tea over there, so that might help my brain fire up again. But yeah, and then the last thing that I was going to show you is I stopped off, I had to get some groceries on my way home, which isn't interesting in itself, but I did pop into the supermarket where I was doing that click and collect, and I picked up, it's been on my mind, and this just jumped out at me, and it's for later on in October, and it will feature on my channel and on my Instagram sort of stories and reels and posts. But that is a ghosty blanket for around Halloween time. So it's incredibly soft. This cost me £6. Conversions if you'd like to convert that into your currency if you're not watching from the UK. But yeah, I think I've got my lovely kind of mustardy yellow one for autumn. This one can be for around Halloween, and I am on the lookout to get a sort of festive Christmas one as well for using on my channels, and enjoying as well, and try not to spill anything like ketchup or soup, like tomato soup down this or anything. But knowing my luck, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to try and keep this as neat as I can. Is Shelby going to make an appearance? He's jumped up onto the recording table. His tail might. This is the same colour as him, black and white, but he's not a ghost or a ghoul. Anyway, I shall wrap up the video here. A big thank you for watching, as always. I really do appreciate the time that you take out of life to watch these videos. I really hope you enjoyed following me, going to the library sale with me, and hearing what I came home with. So if you've watched this far, how about you leave me some sort of bag emoji in honour of my tote bag here, my book club, which was incredibly handy. I filled it with those books. They are doing a deal in that library. You can fill a bag, I think for a total of like £6 or something. I might be making that figure up, but an incredibly good price. You can just fill a bag up. So yeah, let me know also in the comments if you have any kind of regular library sales where you live, if you enjoy going along, and kind of perhaps what some of your favourite finds and book buys have been whilst you've been there. But yeah, I do like seeing the adverts pop up on social media, and I do my best if I can with time and kind of where I am to pop along. And you know, like I said before, that you're supporting a good cause, sort of local community and local needs. So that's always a big win in my eyes. But anyway, I'm going to stop because I'm in big danger of waffling. So I hope you're all doing really well, and I hope you've got some time set aside in the coming week to enjoy a few pages or a few chapters of your current read. I am going to go and finish up Ramses, the Son of the Light. That is for book club this afternoon. And then, yeah, I need to just crack on and decide and firm up exactly what my September TBR is going to be. Now I've thrown several bookish spanners in the works. So it's all good though. We all appreciate having to juggle that whole conundrum of too many books, too little time. And it's fine. We just embrace it, don't we? But yeah, I shall say bye now, and I shall see you in next week's video, which should be up every Monday at 6 p.m. GMT. And also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And hit the like button. It only takes a second, and it just means a huge deal to me as well. So yeah, take care. See you next time. Bye.